Hello and welcome to another weekly perfume adventures. And I'm going to be honest, I have no idea how adventurous I'm going to be, and hopefully the lighting is okay because I've got a light here and that light I was telling you about last time, which makes filming in the evening fantastic. And it's dark out, it's dark in here. Hubby is in the background there reading.
The background is incredible today.
I don't know if you heard that, but the background is incredible today. Say hello to Echo, darling.
Hello, Echo.
There you go. Hello, Echo.
That's an echo. She should be saying hello back.
You might be getting some commentary from the peanut gallery back there, but who knows? He might choose to entertain us. You may hear from him, you may not. I don't even know if this will actually pick up because I'm just filming on my phone. But okay, on my lips today, and I don't know that anybody cares, but I want to talk about it because I'm wearing a very old Tarteist liquid lipstick. It's back when lip paint, they call it. It's back in the day when liquid lipsticks were like the matte ones, and the long wear ones were really popular. I love the color, but my lips, I've said this before, does not like, what do you call those things? Liquid lipsticks, because they're drying. So as soon as this video is done, I'm taking it off. But I want to wear them because they're beautiful. And so this is how I get wear out of them. Okay, so weekly perfume adventures. I'm going to be honest. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to keep this up for, like weekly, because I looked at my perfumes today and I went, I don't know what I want to wear next week. And I struggled, like seriously, I struggled trying to figure it out because I kind of want to wear some favorites like Jo Malone Ginger Biscuit and Replica by the Fireplace. But I kind of want to wear, different things to get through different things in my collection, just to get everything, give everything a chance and things like that. And, so there's that part of it. And then there's also the other part of it, which was, I just want to wear whatever the hell I want. And whatever it is I feel like. So there's that part too. I've got reflection coming off my phone screen. So I'm just going to tilt this a little bit and see if that helps. Ah, yes, that does help. I hope you can still see, and I hope it's still bright, but it's not in my eyeballs right now. And so it's a little bit better for me. So anyway, I've kind of chosen a bunch of things after standing in front of my perfume cabinet for a very long time. And hopefully these are going to be fun. I'm going to start with a classic, which is Tom Ford Black Orchid. And the reason I picked Tom Ford Black Orchid was because I actually watched a video today from the Tom Ford archives. And it was Tom Ford talking about Tom Ford Black Orchid and the inspiration and the design and the scent behind the perfume, what they wanted out of it and what they were trying to capture and things like that. And this is the Eau de Parfum. I've had this bottle for quite a while, so I don't know how long, but I've had this bottle for a while, and it's a stunning looking bottle. Fun fact, I bet you didn't know this, but this bottle was actually designed and manufactured by Lalique Crystal. And Lalique Crystal is a very, very famous bottle crystal brand. They actually have made some stunning bottles for very high-end, very expensive whiskey as well.
It wasn't high-end, only $175,000 for a bottle.
Did you hear that? It wasn't high-end. It was only $175,000 US a bottle. So, pocket change for, I don't know, a billionaire, which is not me. But we did, when we were visiting Scotland, I think it was the Macallan distillery.
Yes.
They actually had a bottle of whiskey, Macallan whiskey, that was in a Lalique bottle. And the Lalique bottle was stunning. Absolutely stunning. I think I kind of just wanted the bottle. I don't actually drink whiskey. Whiskey does not agree with me. So, but that was beautiful. And anyway, so there's a certain romance and a certain je ne sais quoi when it comes to, you know, Lalique and their bottles. And so I've decided to pull out my black Orchid and wear it this week. And also, this is one of the few perfumes that hubby knows a fair bit about. Not so much knows, but is familiar with it because one of his favorite authors, John Sanford, in his, is it Lucas Davenport series, darling?
It is.
The Lucas Davenport series. In one of the books, the bad person who did in and offed somebody that Lucas Davenport was investigating, wore Tom Ford Black Orchid as a signature scent. And that was how they caught the person who turned out to be a her, because I assume it was Lucas Davenport, recognized the scent that the person doing the offing left behind at the crime scene. And when he smelled it on this person who was a suspect, that was what gave it away that that person was the guilty person who was the bad person who did the offing. So anyway, so we always tell that story about this Tom Ford perfume. And I'm kind of working my way around the words so that I don't get into trouble with the you know, the bots and the censors and things like that. But anyway, this is a very rich, very lush, very sensuous, very sensual perfume. I like this perfume, and I'm gonna spray it on my hand. I like this perfume for the evening because it's one of those I would call like evening beautiful date night perfumes. It can be a signature scent, but I think for me, it's a little too much to wear daily, especially in the daytime. So this is very, very, very much a special occasion scent for me. And oh, it is absolutely gorgeous. And in the heart note, and I know this, in the heart note is a very special cultivated black orchid that actually is, it's a real plant. It's a real orchid that is actually owned by Tom Ford now. I don't know where that plant is now, but I can find that video. Hopefully I'll remember, and I'll link it below and you can watch it if you're interested. But so yes, oh gosh, it's so, think sexy woman, think hot Latin American nights dancing the tango. Those are the vibes. So that's perfume number one. And then the other one is the Nest Cocoa Woods. I don't remember where. I think I might have bought it here. Nest perfumes are still available. I don't know if this is discontinued or it's just not available to buy. But it's not in any of the stores now. I'm sorry for that. However, I'm not going to be one of those people who is just going to go, oh, I'm not going to wear this and I'm not going to use this because it's discontinued, and so nobody can get it. And I understand it can be frustrating. However, I'm not an influencer. I'm not trying to influence you on anything. I'm just doing this, you know, for fun, and mostly just so Echo can comment and we can talk about perfume. And so I want to wear this. It's one of my favorite perfumes. It's woody, but it's also rich and sensual. There's cocoa in it, so it's very creamy and very rich. It is a very gourmand, but woody, creamy, cocoa chocolate fragrance, I would call it. I don't have the notes because, as usual, I'm not organized, but it's got a hint of floral to it. It's actually Floral Street Ylang Ylang Espresso is similar. This one has more white floral in it, but it's still got that same sort of creamy, gourmand, chocolatey vibe. This one is more chocolate. Ylang Ylang Espresso is more coffee, but same vibes. So if that's something that, you know, you're interested in or somebody's interested in with this, and I'm very sad they've discontinued it. And of course, since I've made, I should kind of a chunk, made a bit of a dent in it, I'm going to continue to wear this and wear it and use it up before it goes off. Because, you know, as I said in my last video, air and oxygen in perfume degrades the perfume over time. So the more air there is in the bottle, when there's less perfume in it, the faster it will degrade. And so might as well use it up. I will be sad when it's gone, but might as well use it up. So there's that. And then I decided to pull out my Labo. There are actually 2 bottles in here because this box is obnoxiously large and it's gigantic. It's my Jasmin 17 box. And it's personalized. I bought it in Mecca. And it actually says Deanna and Steve in there. This is from 2019. So I've had these a while. And so I have the Jasmin 17. I adore jasmine. I love, love, love jasmine as a scent. So, and I need to wear this more because... And the problem with these is because they're in such a giant box and they're kind of like stuck in the back of my cabinet, sometimes I forget that they're there. So I really do need to just remember that they're here and pull it out. And yeah, that is a very pretty jasmine. It's not super duper floral. It's still very, very fresh for a jasmine. I'm just going to spray it a little bit more just to get a better whiff out of it. And I'm just going to come back to it once it settles down a bit. And then the other one is my Tonka 25, which is obviously Tonka. And it's sort of Tonka vanilla. Tonka is a different kind of vanilla. It's spicier. And this is actually quite I would describe as a very sophisticated, I've got a strand of hair that's driving me crazy. Very spicy, sophisticated Tonka vanilla. And it is, again, stunning. And I should wear it more often, really. So, yeah, see, it's very spicy. It's almost like a dirty vanilla. I would describe this as a dirty vanilla. So, it's beautiful. I need to wear it. I will wear it more. I've made somewhat of a dent in it. And it's a ginormous bottle, so I'm gonna wear that this week. I think I'll have fun with these because these are really, really gorgeous, beautiful perfumes. And finally, like on the other end of the spectrum, Bath and Body Works. I do not discriminate, okay? I will wear Le Labo, I will wear Tom Ford, and I will wear Bath and Body Works. And this Bath and Body Works is actually one of my favorites. It is, and I've made quite a chunk out of it. I wore a lot of it when I was in the US when I bought this bottle. And actually, I loved it so much. What had happened was our caretaker was looking after the place for us while we were away one time. And as a thank you, I bought him a bottle of this. And then I was spraying it in the store to test it out. And I had walked out of the store and I bought it for him. And I walked out of the store and I smelled myself like, you know, a few hours later. And it was like, oh, wow. I love the smell. It's coffee and whiskey, if I haven't mentioned. And it is just stunning. There's a bourbon one. Hubby has the bourbon one, and that's nice too. But this one is my favorite. And oh, yes. So it's boozy. It's a little bit spicy, but then it's got that coffee note through it, which grounds it, but also gives it a sensuality and a slight gourmand kind of a vibe to it. Right. I just had to cut out our ALEXA reminders that popped up. I need to remember not to film near this time of the evening because the reminders pop up and they're a little bit intrusive. So, you know, I don't like to have to edit my videos. Well, I'm going to have to do that with this one, because I need to cut out the reminders. Yes. So anyway, I was talking about the Bath & Body Works Coffee and Whiskey. This is gorgeous. If you're looking for something that's boozy, coffee, gourmand, spicy, sensual. I know this is technically a men's fragrance, and it's in the men's section, but I find it very unisex, and I generally tend to prefer a unisex fragrance. But this is just gorgeous, and I adore it. I've got perfume here, everywhere. I smell like a, I'm not gonna say because I'm gonna get myself into trouble, so I'm not gonna say, but I smell nice. I smell nice. Okay, not smell as in, you know, ran 3 miles and then went into a sauna and it's 100-degree day, that kind of thing. Okay, so last week I did a bunch of my Dua gourmands and Dua perfumes. One of the new things that I have been doing is I have been spraying my perfume in my hair. Well, one, because it's long and there's a lot of hair. And also, two, because it's getting warmer. No, not warmer, cooler. It's getting cooler and I'm wearing a lot of long sleeves and I don't like perfume on my clothes. And I don't like to spray perfume on my clothes. And the perfume in the hair works really nicely because it disperses well. I get to still smell it. I bent over hubby earlier to give him a kiss and he said, "Oh, you smell nice." And it was my perfume from my hair. So it works for me. But anyway, so I did Dua last week. I've been wearing it in my hair. It's worked out really well. The first one, Casino Royale. This is inspired by Maison Francis Kurkdjian's Baccarat Rouge. It does not work on me. I go nose blind to this very, very fast. And I talked about it a little bit last time, but I want to clarify because there is a ingredient in here called Moroccan jasmine. It is a stunning ingredient, very, very beautiful. I don't know if they used actual Moroccan jasmine in here or what kind of quality Moroccan jasmine is in here. However, there must be some of it in here because I cannot smell it. And also because Moroccan jasmine is one of those ingredients which is very, very sensitive to temperature. So if the perfume or if the ambient temperature and if the person wearing it, if you're wearing it on a hot day, anything over 34 degrees Celsius or in the 30s, it will actually disrupt the scent molecules of that ingredient and the scent will go away and then you won't be able to smell the perfume anymore. So there's some of that going on, but for me, I'm not quite sure why, but whatever it is in the composition of Baccarat Rouge, This one, the original, I am completely nose blind to. And when I was talking to my perfume friend about it, he said, oh, you know, it's too hot. And I'm like, dude, it was 10 degrees. It's cold. So it's not the temperature for me, but there's something that makes me nose blind to Baccarat Rouge, any of the inspirations that use very similar ingredients or the ingredient profile. And you also hear a lot of people I see online who live in hot temperatures and hot climates, like in Florida and places like that, complaining they can't smell it. That's probably why. One of the reasons anyway. Other than that, I also wore Cafe of Intense. Oh gosh. Cafe of Intense is the inspiration from Montal's Intense Cafe. I've never smelled Montal's Intense Cafe. I've talked about this before. But I had Jalu's version of it, and I did not like it. It was too much rose. And we all know what I think about rose. But this one, oh my goodness. I actually love it. I wore this one the most, and I kept wanting to wear this because I loved the fact that it actually had a really intense, really strong coffee through it. And the rose in it was just a really soft floral note in the background that just gave it a little bit of sweetness and made it a little bit pretty. And oh my goodness, I adore this particular version of Montal Intense Cafe. And I probably at some point need to get my hands on the original just to smell it and see what it's like. Dark Cocoa, I think, was the one that I described as smelling like a dark chocolate hazelnut Nutella. And this was very, very nice. But of all the perfumes, this one surprisingly did not last very long on me. Or the scent, you know, in my hair holds on to scent really well. It dissipated the quickest of everything that I wore last week. But beautiful. I don't mind reapplying, so, you know, I'm not terribly upset about it. But the longevity compared to the others was a little shorter. I don't know why. Evocative Honey was lovely. It was spicy, sweet, a little bit of honey, but I smelled more booze in it than I smelled honey. So that part of it was a little bit disappointing, but it's so hard to get like a real honey scent. But I did enjoy this. And of course, dark chocolate, rum, and vanilla, which is the inspiration for, which is inspired by Guerlain's Gourmand Coquin, was gorgeous, stunning. I actually have the original, and these two are neck and neck, the original and this. And I have made quite a dent in this one, so I have really enjoyed it. Right, I am going to stop now because I just saw a message come through from a client asking me something. So I better go respond to her. And it's getting to the evening. The reminders have come on, so I need to go and do those things the reminders are telling me to do. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. If you do wear perfume, let me know what you're wearing. Echo, I know what you're wearing. It's the YSL. And I still want to wear that all the time too, because it's just, I keep thinking about it because it's so beautiful. And I need to take my own advice. If you have it, wear it. Don't just leave it sit on the shelves and things like that. So anyway, thank you. Have a great day, evening, morning, whatever it is where you are. And I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.